I worked night security at a local lumber yard just outside of town. Nothing fancy, just a fenced property with a main office, a few sheds, and stacks of timber. My job's simple. Walk the grounds twice a night, make sure the motion lights are working, and stay awake until sunrise. Most nights are quiet, boring even, but last Thursday wasn't. It was around 2:30 a.m. when I started my second walk. I stepped out of the office, flashlight in hand, and began the loop along the fence. The floodlights near the back had a habit of flickering, so I made a mental note to check those. Halfway through, I noticed something strange. One of the motion lights at the far end of the yard turned on. That wasn't too odd. It could have been a raccoon or even the wind triggering it. But what bothered me was the way it clicked on and stayed on. Usually, motion lights shut off after a minute or two. I kept walking, now a little more alert. As I rounded the corner and approached the lit-up area, I scanned the stacks of timber with my flashlight dot. Nothing, no movement, no animals, no wind, just that steady beam of artificial light flooding the end of the lot. I turned to head back when I saw something that made my stomach drop. There were footprints in the gravel. They weren't mean. I wear thick-soled boots, and these prints were slimmer. Sneakers, maybe, and they led directly toward the stacks of lumber, but didn't come back out. Someone was hiding. I didn't call the cops right away. Dumb, I know, but I wanted to be sure. I crouched behind a shed, turned off my flashlight, and waited. After about 5 minutes, I saw movement. A man stepped out from behind the timber, slowly, like he thought he was alone. He was tall, wore a hoodie, and held something metallic in his right hand. A crowbar. I backed away, nearly slipping on the gravel, and booked it to the office. Slammed the door, locked it, and called the cops. While I waited, I watched the monitors. The cameras aren't great, just black and white, but I could clearly see him. He wasn't trying to steal anything. He just stood in the middle of the yard, looking at the camera. Looking at me, he stayed there, motionless, until the squad cars arrived. The moment the red and blues lit up the fence, he bolted. Cops didn't catch him. No fingerprints. No forced entry. Nothing was stolen. That was 5 nights ago. Last night, I pulled into the yard just before midnight. Headlights swept across the gravelland. I saw something propped against the office door. It was a crowbar. Taped to it was a note. Just 3 words, scratched in pencil. You saw me.